Hi everyone, it's Meredith with Soul Navigation. Thank you for joining me. This is my July 2019 transits video. Welcome to my little piece of paradise out here. It's my sanctuary. I absolutely love summers in Seattle. It is just exquisite. So tonight is like all a natural over at my house. So we're just super casual out on the back patio. I want you to stay with me through the end of this video because there are some really good juicy fruit days. And I want you to know what's in store. This is a big, powerful, impactful month. A lot of changes, a lot of endings, and a lot of really tough times right now. So I'm going to take you through each of the signs and let you know which signs have great days, which signs have phenomenal days, which signs have really lucky days, and which days other signs struggle. So I'm going to help you navigate and manage those days that are really hard. And if you go back and look at my transits video in hindsight, it's pretty astonishing how accurate some of those days are. I mean, it has absolutely shocked me in my own life. So let's dive in. Get your drink and cozy up with me, and let's start with July 16th, because you all know by now that we have the full moon in Capricorn. The sun is in Cancer and it's opposing the moon in Capricorn. So this is going to be extra hard for Capricorns, Cancers, Aries, and Libras, because those signs are being asked to make changes and end something. Taurus, Scorpio, Virgo, and Pisces get actually a really good boost. And Sagittariuses and Leos, well, they fare pretty well on this day. But Aquariuses, Geminis, and Libras, it'll be a 50-50 day. Depending on what they put into the day is what they will get out of the day. So it's a 50-50. But it's a full moon in Capricorn. The sun is in Cancer. They're in opposition. It sits right at 24 degrees Capricorn. So if you are 24 degrees Capricorn or a 24 degrees Cancer or anything within 10 degrees, this is going to really affect you. It's also a partial lunar eclipse, and it's extremely powerful because it's in a close conjunction to Pluto. So you might feel really intense emotions, and you might have deeper reactions at this time right now. And you might actually have triggers that don't normally set you off, but they do around July 16th. And you might feel this even around July 14th through the 17th or 18th. You might feel like there's a big crisis that's bubbling up in your life around this time. And this full moon is stronger than normal because it has this lunar eclipse attached to it. And it's going to ask you to focus your attention mostly on three things, okay? Your emotions, your intimate relationships, and your home and your family life. So there might be some endings and there might be some new beginnings inside of those topics for you. Your close relationships could be under really big scrutiny at this time, and there could be toxic imbalances, betrayals, and endings that rise up to the surface, that bubble up. I want you to think of this as a time to reset your emotions. Think of this as a time where you get to clear away the emotional baggage of the previous 6 months. So at 24 degrees Capricorn, is where this aspect lies, okay? This full moon lunar eclipse is only 2 degrees away from Pluto as well, which could also expose many dark secrets, bad behaviors, hidden truths that you couldn't see before. So this could cause some unexpected turmoil or conflict. This could lead to really dramatic transformation. What in your life wants to be changed or transformed? Are there relationships in your life that are not serving you, that aren't good for you, that are truly actually toxic? Are there some relationships in your life that are betraying you that you are just now discovering? You can see this in society. You can see this culturally. You can see this around the world. Where is the world? Where is the government? Where is society being betrayed? At this time, I think you'll see that these things will be exposed, or at least there's a movement to expose the hidden darkness, the dark truths, in order for us to transform those truths and beliefs. You're also going to see that Saturn is also close to the moon, but it's over 7 degrees. It puts Pluto closer to the moon, so I feel that Pluto will really take precedence over the Saturn part of that aspect. What's happening here, you can see the sun at 24 degrees, and you can see the moon over here at 24 degrees. And these full moon eclipses happen both personally at a really deep personal level, and they also happen out there in the world. They happen in society. And with Capricorn, it's about government. It's about government systems and structures. So you're going to see this out there in the world, and you're also going to see it in your most intimate relationships in your life. So where is society wanting transformation, and where are we experiencing these enormous shifts and these new paradigms that are wanting to come in and reshape our world? Also, Saturn, while I'm not going to consider it in tight aspect to this moon, I am going to tell you that it makes two other much stronger aspects that are really worth talking about and considering. So Venus opposes Saturn, which can in truth be really hard on our relationships, and it can make us feel like we're not getting the love that we want. It can make us feel like we might want out of a relationship that has oppressed us, or that hasn't loved us right, or hasn't been good to us. This Saturn opposing Venus is a really interesting aspect, because you might feel oppressed or suppressed or repressed inside your love relationships. You might feel like you aren't getting your way. You might feel like your needs are not being met inside partnership. You might feel like your partner isn't cooperating with you, and you might feel suffocated or stifled, or like your love is being thwarted. Let's look at this other aspect. So Saturn in Capricorn is in sextile to Neptune in Pisces, and that is so gorgeous, as it suggests that with having integrity and doing the honest, hard work, something really good will come from the harder aspects of your life right now. So whatever you're struggling with, whatever you have to put the effort and the energy into, this beautiful, gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous aspect is going to have the angels sing to you, if you will. It's sort of a guardian angel aspect, truthfully. You're being watched over, and you're being sprinkled with blessings like confetti on a cupcake, if you will. It's everything sweet, and Capricorns and Pisces will especially feel this little gem of an aspect when this full moon happens on the 16th. This is a little bit of a tiny blessing for you, and it will be yummy and delicious for you. So if you do succeed on this day, it's probably because you have this guardian angel aspect watching over you. On this full moon, this aspect tells us, Saturn in Capricorn sextiling Neptune in Pisces, not to lose faith. We are shifting into new, better places with power. We are reshaping our government. It doesn't feel like it, but we are. Institutions and society is wanting this new change. And this brings in a certain kind of destruction and chaotic energy, this full moon, both personally and out in the world. And it is dramatic, and it's easy to get devastated, but I just want you to detach a little bit under this full moon and keep your faith and do something really positive and engage in inspiring behavior, positive, inspiring behavior. Do good things for other people despite the harsh reality that you see out there in the world. Transiting, I want to tell you something. Transiting Jupiter was squaring Neptune, and it was exact on June 14th, and it stays in transit until about October 18th. And we are still in this transit, and we are being asked to develop and to adopt and hone in on a deep, unbounded spiritual practice. This is a really idealistic time, to be honest. And so while we're having these teardowns and these meltdowns and this dramatic energy, some of us can really keep the faith. Sagittariuses and Pisces are leading the charge in this spiritual quest, if you will, and they're pretty good at it. They probably are our spiritual warriors right now in search for higher meaning, higher calling, and they can access this energy the best. I'll say that Virgos and Geminis will struggle a little bit with this transit because they could be overly idealistic. They might not know exactly where the boundaries are. They might overdo. They might overthink, overtalk. talk, overact, and it might not work out as well for them. So with this transiting Jupiter squaring Neptune, it stays into play until October 18th-ish, which, by the way, did you know is the sweetest day of the year? It is. So if you were born on October 18th, you were born on the sweetest day of the year. It's really, really lucky. This is a really ironic transit because while I said we have this Pluto conjunct the moon and this opposition and this lunar eclipse and Pluto conjunct Saturn and the south node all coming to a head next January, this aspect is really idealistic. And while there's this pain and agony that much of the world is feeling, it's interesting because I think we're being asked to find our highest best selves and stand in our biggest individual and collective purpose and take our energy into creating peace and joy and love and warmth and inspiration towards others. We're supposed to infuse the world in inspiration and show up for the suffering souls in ways that other people can't or won't. Those souls that are just mired in the roughness and toughness of these aspects. That's Capricorn, Cancer, Aries, and Libra will struggle the most with this aspect. It's really tough for them. And I think Scorpio will do pretty well with this aspect. Aquarius and Leo, it's a 50-50. Do they put money in the meter? I don't know. I hope they do. You know, it's a time where we might be different in our spiritual practices and in our religious belief systems, but we can still take time to love and appreciate those differences and create universal love, because it is that very love that heals the world, and we need that more than anything right now. Okay, let's go a little bit deeper and take a look at this moon conjunct Pluto. This brings such deep feelings that you can become really, really overwhelmed right now. You may experience an event right now that can trigger a memory or an emotion buried deep in your subconscious that surfaces right now. You might even become obsessed about your feelings or a relationship or a connection, and it may be so overwhelming that you could have a really hard time focusing on anything right now, on anything but the hurt, the wound, and the suffering inside of you. Also, your dreams or your psychic impressions or your intuitive insights may be really profound right now. They may be really serious. You could have such intuitive hits right now that they might not even feel like they're making any sense. But your intuition is probably not lying right now. Your intuition or your gut feeling could really be spot on right now. And you may also not know what to do with the information, and you may not like the information that you get right now, but you might not know what to do or how to deal with it. It's okay. Just sit with it, because answers could come later. Your dreams could become really, really vivid right now. And if you have this aspect in your natal chart, it's really profound. It probably really affects you, and you probably have experienced this kind of energy on a more frequent basis. And I would love to hear from you if you do have the moon conjunct Pluto and how it has affected you or shaped you, or if you can relate to this at all. So leave me a comment below and let me know if you do have this aspect in your natal chart, because it's really, really intense. And if you do need help or love or guidance, don't be afraid. Leave a note below, because there are so many good people on my channel that if you're struggling and if you need help, I would love for this to be a safe place for you to reach out. I hope that you have the guts and the courage to let go of anybody who might be dominating you or abusing you or hurting you in any way, shape, or form. This is a time when we're being asked to transcend our own challenging emotions. This is a time to do some deep self-analysis. This is a time to really understand your feelings, do EMDR work or do PTSD therapy, explore yourself, go deep within yourself into the journey of self-exploration, so you can peel back your own layers and look inside to find your gold mine, to find your gifts, to find your treasures. So going backwards just a little bit, on July 14th, the sun is exactly opposite to Pluto, and it stays that way until about July 23rd. You're going to feel this aspect for that much time. And this transit is going to be really hard for Capricorns, Cancers, Aries, and Libras. It's asking you again to make changes, to create endings where you need one. Tauruses, Scorpios, Virgos, and Pisces get a really positive boost with this ending. Sagittariuses and Leos, they fare well and they can manage. Aquariuses, Geminis are going to be 50-50. It depends what they put into the day is what they'll get out of it. So this will last until about July 23rd. It is going to bring in a crisis with your self-esteem, your self-worth, your identity, a relationship with another who is very, very important to your own identity. Anything that shapes your identity could, in fact, be threatened right now. You could experience an abuse of power. You may even be abusive or harmful to yourself. I hope not. Please let me know if you're feeling depressed or melancholy or sad or you need some sort of assistance or guidance. I do try to answer all the comments. I do try my very best. I have a really large practice. I'm super, super busy. I barely can get these videos out on time, but if I can help you, I want to help you. So please let me know if you are having a personal struggle right now. I don't want anybody to hurt themselves or be abusive to themselves. This is a really tender time. I hope you're not self-destructive right now. Be careful and gentle with yourself. And if you do have self-sabotaging tendencies, try to be patient. Try to know that this too will pass. Don't be too harsh and rash with yourself or others. You could experience a breakdown and you could be robbed. You could feel like you're being violated right now. Your ego could become too big. You could either be dominated or dominate. You could come across too strong. You could easily become overly aggressive or overly assertive, or you could, in a very positive way, be really indomitable and be really in a space where you are forceful in a good way, in a way where you haven't stood up for yourself before, but now you want to. Just remember, even though you're experiencing hardships right now as a possibility, there's great potential to grow a deeper self-awareness and have positive outcomes if you're willing to eliminate and get rid of the toxic energy that lives in your life. If you're willing to step outside of those old archaic rules, systems, and structures that no longer benefit your life, the toxic energy needs to go. Let's move on to July 17th. Venus is in Cancer and it opposes Saturn in Capricorn. This is extra hard for those Capricorns, those Cancers, those Aries, and those Libras. And you are being asked to make some changes. Taurus, Scorpio, Virgo, and Pisces, they benefit more. And Sag and Leo, well, they can handle it primarily because Jupiter is over there sitting in Sag, helping Sages out. Cheers to Sages and Leos. And Aquarius, Gem, they're kind of being man-made right now. So do they put the good energy into the day? Let's hope so. Everybody take a sip. So Venus in Cancer opposes Saturn in Capricorn. And this transit can be hard because you might feel like you're facing limitations in your love life or in your financial arena or in your self-esteem. And your soul might be craving alone time and might not want to socialize right now. Sometimes we need to rest and restore. Restorative activities are really good for you right now. So do restorative yoga, do Qigong, do cranial sacral therapy, do a massage, give somebody a massage, get a massage, do a massage. You know, it's like, God, it will feel so good to just restore your soul. Organize your money right now. Take a really sober look at your money and organize it. Pay off your debts. Refinance your car. Refinance your house. Take out a personal loan at a lower interest rate. Do something really good right now for your finances, for your self-worth, and for the rejuvenation of your soul. This transit does not last long. Please remember that. Just know it's part of the natural ebb and flow of life, and you might be ebbing and then you're going to flow. And just know tomorrow is a way better day. Take this day to go within. It might feel like a more melancholy day, but sometimes you need the melancholy to find the song within you. Today is a great day to write your country music song, to find the bittersweetness, to find the angst and the the pain and the sorrow and write your music. Write your song. Write me a song. Leave me your song. Leave me your lyrics down below. Tell me what you're going through. I want to hear it. So on July 18th, Venus is in Cancer and it trines Neptune in Pisces. So this is an absolutely excellent day for Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo. And it's okay for Sagittarius and Libras. And the others, well, again, it's sort of man-made. This day is going to be really great for those water signs and those earth signs. So Venus trines Neptune. It is so perfect, so beautiful, so glorious. I absolutely love, love, love this day. And I want to hold on to this day for as long as I can. This aspect makes everything beautiful and more meaningful and super creative and more loving. It is spiritual heightened. It's universal love. It's doing something really, really sweet for others, for your lover and for those in need. It's singing the most beautiful song that lives in your heart and soul. This is a day where you will see compassion in the world and you or others will be in service to those in need. This is a good time to volunteer, rescue an animal, serve the homeless, help the world heal in some way. Also, your love life is probably going to experience something super, super sweet today. Tell me what happens today. Do you get roses sent to the office? Do you get proposed to? Are you just floating down the river with a nice icy cold drink in your hand? What's happening to you today? I want to know. Tell me your love story. Please put some positive vibrations down in the notes below and tell me what you are feeling and thinking and what happened to you today. I want to tell you something. This is not a particularly sexy aspect, but this is a really sweet and beautiful and romantic aspect. So you could have a real spiritual revelation about your love life or your partner today. Things could become really deep and meaningful. Do something relaxing and beautiful and entertaining and amusing today, and let me know what it is. So on July 21st, Venus is in Cancer and it is opposite to Pluto in Capricorn. So it's extra hard for Capricorns, Cancers, Aries, and Libras. And it is good for Tauruses and Scorpios and Virgos and Pisces. And Sag and Leo do okay. And Aquarius and Gemini, maybe it's indifferent, which isn't actually a bad thing. I would call this day the obsession day. Be careful. This can be a day of compulsion. You can attract danger. Don't trust everything you encounter. This can be a really manipulative time today when it comes to love and money. You'll probably see out there in the world, in society, that there will be manipulation and danger on this day. You will probably see that somebody that you know or love or yourself or in the world will see somebody has gotten sucked into the dark vortex of love and money or abused or misused. On this day, do not take hard drugs. Do not take chances. This is where you can't see the clear truth. This is where you can't see the clear outcome. This is where you can't see the clear effects. This is a time where the more powerful people can exert their energy over their prey. So are you the prey? Are you the predator? It's also a day where you could fall in love with the bad boy or the bad girl, the psycho girl, the bad boy. You basically could fall for the person who will mistreat you. So please, please be careful if you're on dating sites, if you're out there dating random people or strangers, please be careful. There's an imbalance in power and you will see this abuse in the world today. You could be so magnetically attracted to this bad person that you just want to drink in and you just want to conquer and you just want to challenge yourself to, can I win this? Can I have this? And be very careful. So this is a day when you will see power imbalances in the world that might even make you cry. They might make you hurt. There will be such a masochistic and dominant power play that creates pain and suffering and agony. I hate it. I hate it. God, I hope it's a good day. Let's try to change it collectively. Do you want to? Let's try to put so much goodness into the world that we don't even notice this transit. Because I say, let's expose the people who abuse their positions of power today. And don't let the bullies win. Call out those people who use criminal tactics to win over vulnerable people. So July 23rd, the sun enters, dun dun dun, Leo. Happy birthday, Leo. So of course, Leos love this day. So do Sagittariuses and Aries. And Geminis and Libras also absolutely love this day. This is such a great day, July 23rd. This is a time to shine. This is a time to let the sun in. This is a time to really be creative and fully self-expressed and be big and bold and expressive and let your happiness shine. July 25th, Cancers, Pisces, and Scorpios will love this day. This is such a great day. I actually think this is my favorite day of the month for a few reasons. So you'll see that Mercury is conjunct Venus in Cancer. And this is called the I love you transit. This is the time to talk about how much you love somebody or how much you enjoy something. This is a time to show your appreciation for somebody through a gift or a display of love, or somebody will do this for you. So it's just super sweet because you could feel and see love demonstrated in your life in a really big way. You can receive good news, you can receive happiness, you can receive appreciation today, you could receive a compliment, a promotion, a letter, an invitation to a party that changes your life. You could receive some money. Your creative skills are really, really, really enhanced right now. And you can find enormous, enormous creative success today. So this is a cheers, I love you day. So everybody really benefits from this, but the Cancers, the Pisces, and the Scorpios really get the win. They get the boost. So let's talk about July 25th a little bit more, okay? Fire signs also win big. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and then Aries, Leo, and Sag also benefit on July 25th. And that's because Mars is in Leo and it's trining Jupiter in Sagittarius. This is a day to play to win. This is a day where almost any action that you take, any action that you start right now will probably most likely be successful for you. This transit is one of the best success transits out there. So I absolutely love this because this is a glorious day. This is the day to win. Put July 25th on your calendar to do something big and bold and kind of outrageous because Mars in Leo absolutely loves being in perfect aspect to Jupiter in Sagittarius. You are going to feel so much optimism and happiness on this day. The only thing you need, I'm going to tell you, you need one thing only to make this successful, and that is confidence. You need confidence. You have to believe in yourself to pull this off. Okay, this is like Michael Phelps going for the 25th gold medal, and he saw it and he felt it and he had it in his gut and he knew he was going to pull off the gold again. He knew it. He knew he was going to break the world's record and he did it. So this is your gold medal. Have a really positive energy with this day because if you have good intentions, I mean, even if you don't, you'll probably still get what it is you want. But if you have really good intentions, you will pull off the win for sure. You can initiate really positive change. So for all those hard days before, this day can really turn your entire year around. You can get the promotion, you can win the job, you can attract more money, you can attract abundance, you can attract phenomenal sex in your life. This day has a desire for you to increase your risk-taking ability, if you will. It's critical for you to take those risks because nothing comes for free. It's not like you get this if you sleep through it. You have to activate it in your own life. Take a chance, use good judgment, and take advantage of every opportunity that comes your way today. Now, also remember, you will feel this 10 days before and 10 days after. So it's a little bit of a longer transit, and I like that. This is one of those rare times where I'm saying dive in and take the risk. Dive all the way in and take the risk. Do the swan dive off the diving board. This is when you are so magnetic. You are so sexy and alluring and hot. This is your hot factor day. So this is the day to wear the little black dress or your leather pants or the outfit you don't think you deserve to be in, and own it and boss it. Own your energy and just know that your hotness factor has gone way up on this day. Don't be surprised if mere strangers say hello to you, or if you stop traffic, or if you get a honk, or if a guy across the room comes over and tells you that your eyes just are so beautiful. This is the day where you might find compliments galore out of the blue for no reason. Unexpected, right? So let's talk about July 28th. Leo and Aries, Sagittarius, and Aquarius, and Gemini and Libra love this energy. It's easy for them. They love it. The other signs, they can deal with it, but these fire and air signs absolutely love it because Venus enters Leo, and you can become really gorgeous energy on this day. You can be brilliantly beautiful, alluring, creative, and you step into the God in you or the goddess, the king, the regalness of you just shines. It's super exciting and passionate too. Let's talk about July 29th. The sun in Leo is squaring Uranus in Taurus. There is a radical sense of change that wants to happen, which could make you a little bit nervous. It's kind of an unpredictable day, and there are many fast, quick changes that are really unexpected. I want you to expect the unexpected, and there could be outbursts of energy from other people that's just negative. Also, your car, your phone, your computer, or other electronics can really crash right now because there's so much high voltage energy. It's like the electricity and the bandwidth are in conflict with one another. So there's too much energy for the bandwidth. So someone's temper could just let loose. It could unleash on you when you didn't deserve it. So be careful, walk lightly, detach, and don't take the world too seriously today. This could also be an earthquake day. Be prepared for that. This is kind of an accident day, so I do want you to be careful. Think about, in the positive, the boring and stagnant parts of your life that really want to be upgraded right now. Where have you become boring? Where have you become stagnant? So stay flexible and ready for a change in your relationships too. Because if you're not flexible and adaptable, you could be so rigid that it just snaps like a dry twig. Be adaptable, ebb and flow. What changes do you want to make in your appearance that would help your self-esteem? Open up to those new ideas. List below what changes you want to make below and what changes you're thinking about making. I want to know. I really love it when you guys tell me how these aspects show up in your life, how they have affected you. So let me know your stories. Leave a comment for me below. And if you like these videos and you think they're helpful, please let me know that too. Let me know what you like, what you don't like. If you have suggestions or improvements for me, I am so open and open-hearted to hearing all of your suggestions. I take them all really seriously. I too am going to be brave and ask you, are my videos boring? How can I do them better for you? How could I give you more of what you want? This is the time to really break free and be willing to upgrade your life and improve your life. So it could be fun because if you are open-minded and you're willing to listen and you're willing to be adaptable and flexible, you could attract new people, new opportunities, and life could be so much more fun, right? And woohoo, July 30th, Mercury goes direct. This is a great day for everybody after July 30th. I mean, we'll still be in the shadow period, but you're about to launch the new chapter of your life. The month of August is going to be a lot easier than July. We as a society and as individuals are going through major, mega transformation. And if you have not watched my video that says massive retrogrades, your life will never again be the same, please go back and watch that video. It is so critical that you watch that video because between now and January, and actually 1 year from now, July 2020, we are in a cataclysmic shift where few of us will be the same as we were. We are all changing collectively and individually, and I want to help you through those changes. So leave me a comment or a note below. Tell me what you liked, what you didn't like, and what you would like more of. I really appreciate you being here with me, and thank you for enjoying my little sanctuary with me out here on the patio. It's gotten dark, and I'm going to head in now, and I can't wait to see you for my August transits video. Bye for now, from my family to yours. Take good care.